Phone check. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, folks? Check 1 2. This is YouTube Live, and the heading, what you see, is real. Yes, it's real. Yes, it's real. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Come in the house, folks. Come on in the house. Check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, microphone check 1 2. 1 2 1 2, folks. Come on in the house. Yeah, microphone. Check 1 2 1 2. Come on in the house, folks. Let's talk about it. You see on screen, you see my name, but also you see when you're coming in what the topic is about. Tommy Sotomayor was canceled on YouTube, but yet Tommy Sotomayor founded a new channel. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Cash App, $ Raymond Nugent. Don't be afraid to hit the Cash App, folks. Don't be afraid to subscribe. Don't be afraid to tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't be afraid to share the blog. Don't be afraid to become a member, because everybody have somebody in their family that are living with chronic pain, and that's pretty much my umbrella. But I also talk about current stuff that's happening in the media, the news, etc., etc. So yes, folks, come on in. My name is Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain, the Inner Demon. Let's talk about it tonight, folks. Let's talk about it. Should I change the heading on there? Tommy. Let's talk about it tonight, folks. Tommy has been canceled. Tommy Sotomayor has been canceled. But folks, I'm just going to be clear. I am not a man that want to see certain type of YouTube people get canceled, because Tommy is a pioneer in the YouTube world. He started out, I think, 2012. But I think this is Tommy's 11th channel that went down because of derogatory content and also probably messing with people. I don't know. But this is what it is when it comes on to YouTube. YouTube, we have an agreement with YouTube, and you sign that agreement to bring forth great content, especially if you're monetized. You want to protect your channel, protect your brand. I did a live last day ago, before Tommy channel got canceled. I didn't know Tommy was going to be canceled, but I was talking about YouTubers who are going at each other's neck for no apparent reason. Didn't know that Tommy wasn't going to get canceled. And I was saying to people that YouTubers need to protect their brand, their channel, and also what they stand for. And little did you know, this morning I woke up to see that Tommy Sotomayor channel was canceled. I am not happy about that, because Tommy is very entertaining. Yes, he pushed the envelope far sometimes. He does. and I wish he understand that, and also learn from that, Tommy, because you do push the envelope sometimes to a far scale than other YouTubers do. I do understand that you've been on YouTube for quite a long time, maybe 2012, somewhere around there. But Charleston White said today that he'd been on YouTube before you, and Charleston White actually destroyed Mr. Skinny today and his Charleston White Live. He just turned Mr. Skinny into a fool today by showing his receipts as far as what he stands for, the things he did in his community in Texas, his receipts, mixing men with people, getting compliments from the White House, and stuff like that. So people of color, this is the barriers that we want to reach. These are the plateaus that we want to reach, like what Charleston White is talking about. We want to give back to the community. We want to help people who don't understand fully what's really going on in their life. We want to catch them so we could change them and help them to become better people of society. But anyway, Tommy have a channel back up tonight, folks. Yes, Tommy is up again, running so far. Tommy is running. He's now at 2,023 subscribers. Obviously, I guess Tommy can't be stopped because he have a lot of followers. I mean, Tommy is a good content creator. It's just that sometimes you get misled on certain journeys, and I wish he stay focused and try to help everybody and anybody, not just people of color, because he's an intellect. And I wish him nothing but the best. I'm not one of those folks who come on YouTube and try to because he's canceled. I am going to rejoice and dance that fairy tale dance that you guys want to see. I don't do that. That's not my channel. That's not what I'm about. Chronic Pain, the Inner Demon. My name is Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain, the Inner Demon. So what you're seeing going on with Tommy right now is chronic pain that goes on in the neighborhood, especially with people of color. Because with people of color, sometimes you don't really understand how to take success, gravitate to success, grab success, and keep it in your arm and nurture success. But instead, you use the success and demonize your own kind. That's not the right way to go. That's not the right way to show your success. That's not the right way to show your achievements. Like and share the stream, folks. Also, like and share the stream. Also, give me a thumbs up if you can. Also, a super chat. And I also will take a Cash App as well. $ Raymond Nugent. So yes, folks. So Tommy is back up and running. Not as vulgar as he normally been. I saw Tommy up and running today at the Donald Trump rally in Georgia. Yes, Tommy was at the Trump rally in Georgia today. Nothing wrong with that because that's who you go for. That's your political party, so you have to represent them. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But today he was at the rally and he made a short video showing that he will be back. I guess he's showing us subliminary messages. I don't know. But I take away a lot of things from that. It's up to you and what you take away. I am not going to give you what I take away from that because that's just my opinion. And I keep it, here because sometimes your opinion gets you messed up in this world. And it's very sad. So yes, folks, I know Tommy used a lot of derogatory comments and words to people of color of his same race. And I'm also ashamed of how he described black women, which his mother is also a black woman. And I don't understand why Tommy would go to those lengths to call women of color those type of names that he called them. But I guess he have his reasons, folks. I guess he have his reasons. You know, I don't know what Tommy been through in his life. You don't know. So let's not judge until maybe Tommy will come out and do a tell all and the reasons why he's so adamant about black women and the way he talk about them in the derogatory fashion. I don't know. Maybe he has some issues with a child. Maybe somebody, I don't know. Maybe something happened to him when he was a child. I don't know. But Tommy, he said himself out of his own mouth that he's a woman trapped in a man's body. I laugh about it because, you know, Tommy is hilarious, you know, so I laugh about it. But it could be true, folks. It could be true. I don't know. That's what Tommy says. And, you know, that's just what he says. He's a hell of an entrepreneur. He knows how to make people laugh. But sometimes, yes, he goes too far. I agree. But at the same time, does it need to be off YouTube? Because I've seen worse on YouTube, and they're still on YouTube. But maybe because of the copyright infringement with Tommy playing Kwame Brown's live stream so much, maybe that's why YouTube said, you know what, it's a copyright infringement and took Tommy down. Maybe. Hey, how are you? How are you? Nice to have you here. So maybe that's why they took it down. I don't know. Or also, don't forget, folks, the last really big conversation he had was with a politician, you know, and her and Tommy, they were going at it. So I don't know if her and her connections have Tommy's channels removed. I don't know. But they were going back and forth at it. There's a lot of people right now that you could blame for Tommy's downfall. And a lot of people are going to get the blame for Tommy's downfall. People like, you know, Kwame Brown, and also this other lady in Georgia, Miss King. I know you and Tommy went back and forth talking about things that you guys plan to execute together, finance, fees, and then it turned into a quagmire with you and Tommy with some misunderstanding. And that's just what I'm going to say, some misunderstanding. Tommy knows how to pull a crowd, that much I should say. He does know how to pull a crowd. He's very educated. I can't take that away from him. Very smart. But sometimes your smarts kind of get you into a quagmire. And that's pretty much what happens to Tommy. You guys saw him yesterday, last night, I should say, at the Hawks game when he was in an entanglement with one of the players' father. What's his name? Trey Green or Trey Brown or whatever. You know, Tommy must have said that, you know, the kid was going bald. And the father took it personal. And then they start going back and forth at the Hawks game. And I think this was before Tommy realized he was canceled on YouTube. Tommy was exercising his, you know, his rights in his own mind, I guess. He was saying to this young man that, this gentleman, that which is older than him. He was telling this man that he was a public figure. Okay, I guess public figure, public speaker, entertainer, whatever the case may be. But this was Tommy throwing his weight around again in Atlanta at a basketball game, which I think, in my opinion, Tommy should have just like lay low, watch his game, and enjoy his night. But yes, Tommy have an edge on him, folks. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to demonize Tommy, because I'm not. Yes, he does have an edge. I support a lot of YouTubers, Kwame, Tommy, Mr. Skinny, a lot of YouTubers, Gravity Takeout, the ladies as well, a lot, because collectively I learn from you guys, and it makes me better as far as bringing forth good content to people in this world. Because you have to understand, Tommy, Gravity Takeout, Mr. Skinny, and all the others, Kwame Brown, YouTube platform goes around the world. So when you see people gravitate to YouTube, they're gravitating from around the world. So that's why we need to be responsible for what we're giving out, the content that we're putting out, and how we are reacting to people, and how we are changing people's lives as far as, listening to us, and also as far as making changes in their life and become better people in society. So yes, Tommy, that's why I'm saying, I am not jumping for joy for you to be canceled. I'm surprised. A lot of people said they weren't surprised, but I'm surprised because, Tommy, you do give good content, but the thing about you is just that you've been stuck in Kwame Brown for so long. You forgot who you really is, and also what you stand for with your platform. So you were so mesmerized with Kwame Brown and also his attributes that you forget who Tommy Sotomayor is. And that's what happens when you lose track of yourself, your platform, and what you stand for. You have to always be mindful of your platform, my folks, what you stand for, the message that you're sending to people. That's very important because people are gravitating to your messages. And if you flip flop and they find out that you're not real, then they're going to break you down in pieces, bits by bits. Folks, hit the Cash App, $ Raymond Nugent. Please give me a thumbs up when you come into the chat room. Let me know you're enjoying the content. So yes, Tommy, right now I see you put up a new channel, the new Tommy Sotomayor. That's your new channel. I wish you nothing but the best, but I hope you learn from the mistakes you made as far as copyright infringements and as far as putting up people's family information on YouTube. This is against YouTube guideline as far as putting up people's address. We have to be mindful, folks, when you get on these platforms, because people are back there looking at these things. They're observing, waiting for us to make a mistake. Tommy, pretty much, you make over $1,000 a day just on Cash App, Tommy. You made over $1,000 a day just on Cash App. I'm not watching your pocket or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, this is what YouTube means to you, okay? It's building you and what your dream is all about, your aspirations, your goals. So you have to be careful, Tommy, and guard it with your life because I don't know about you, Tommy, but just rebuilding channels, it could become overwhelming. I guess you like it, I don't know. I guess from what I understand, this is your 11th channel. Maybe you get a kick out of losing channels and coming back and bragging to people how you bounce back. I don't know. But be careful of your channels, folks. Not everybody has the same luck, especially if you're monetized. Be humble, be careful. Watch how you disperse on these algorithms. Learn the algorithm. Some people said Tommy can't be stopped. I don't know. I don't know. That I don't know. I just started YouTube in COVID, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't want Tommy to be stopped. No, because he's entertaining. Yes, he goes too far at certain time, but he's entertaining. So I don't want to see no people of color being sabotaged or being, taken off the internet because of their beliefs and their opinion. Because Tommy is entertaining. I have to say that much. He's entertaining. And I spoke to him and I told him, I said, you're entertaining. A lot of your shows entertain me, and also I watch you, and you also make me into a better YouTuber as far as bringing across my my message, how to express myself. So yes, Tommy, you're a trendsetter, but you're also a fuck up. You're a trendsetter, but you're also a fuck up. You need to respect your own color more. Stop demonizing your own color. Understand your own color, your complexion, because you say you are your father is of the descendant of a Panamanian, and you speak Spanish. You should be proud of that. As a part of the Caribbean culture. Learn your culture, understand your culture, and also respect your culture. Maybe that's why you become so smart and also intellectual, is because of your father and the culture that you are from in the Caribbean. Because Tommy, I was born in the Caribbean as well. I was born in Jamaica, okay? I was raised in Jamaica until I was like about 17. Then I went to New York City to live, Brooklyn, all right? And from Brooklyn at 17 years old, I made my life into where I'm at today. I bought my first house when I was 21 years old. You see what I'm saying? When I came to America at 17, I bought my first house when I was 21 years old. So you should know my grind and my hustle when I came here. See what I'm saying? My first real estate property, I was 21 years old. 4 years after I came to the USA. Yeah. 4 years after I came to the USA, I bought my first property. A lot of things Tommy says I don't agree with, but some things I do understand. But the theatrics with the Kwame Brown situation, the theatrics just become boring and tiring to YouTube followers, the owners. It becomes tiring because you're using somebody else's content to make money off. And that's copyright infringement, because when Kwame goes live, you play Kwame's live and then you dissect it. So that's copyright infringement 101. And you've been on YouTube since 2012. You should know better, Tommy. I mean, I fuck with you. You should know better. Mr. Skinny, I hope you're learning, because you were destroyed today, Mr. Skinny. You were destroyed today. Charleston White destroyed Mr. Skinny today. Destroyed Mr. Skinny today. Absolutely. Hey, folks, how's everyone doing in the chat room? Thumbs up. Don't be afraid to hit the Cash App. You know, Charleston White destroyed Mr. Skinny today. Destroyed. Because Charleston White had all his evidence, all his receipts, emails, reading from governors to the White House, to all the invites he get to the youth programs in Texas, everything. So, Mr. Skinner, you see, Charleston White, when he joined team with Kwame Brown, they're locked together, and they're going to become a major dynasty in this YouTube world. So Charleston White, I tell you, today I listened to him seriously, like sat back and I listened to Charleston White. Charleston White ain't nobody to fuck with. That man has been putting in work for years. Stuff I didn't even know. I did my research today after listening to Charleston White, because you know what, folks? When you hear things or you listen to things, the best thing is for you to do your research. Because when you do your research, you get a better understanding of what's going on with this person and what they're saying and what they stand for. So it's good to do your research about a person before you gravitate and hug them and give them all your love. Make sure that the person is the right person that you're sharing your unconditional love and thoughts with. Because that could be just a culture vulture that you meet going along your journey. Be careful of these culture vultures, folks, because they're out there. They're out there. So yes, Tommy Sotomayor, I hope you learn from your mistakes. You talk about this politician in Georgia. I'll just say her name is Miss King. You use some very derogatory comments to Miss King or towards Miss King. And you had your supporters on your channel that, you know, hurrah and hooray. Some of them are women. But ladies, you have to understand, this man is degrading people just like you, your complexion, and also what you stand for. The N-word, Tommy used it like it's nothing. And I don't understand how people gravitate to a person using this word so often in different contexts and also elaborate on this word. But nevertheless, Tommy says he's a woman trapped in a man's body. So maybe he knows something that I don't know, you know? Maybe Tommy knows something I don't know. You know what I mean? He said he's a woman trapped in a man's body, so we'll see. You know, Tommy, we'll see. Now you have a new channel coming up. You have 2,033 subscribers and moving. I wish you the best of luck, because I am not one of those persons to celebrate when your channel get canceled, because you know what? You have your kids to feed, your bills to pay, and I'm not going to be one of those persons to say hoorah to a man of color that lost his income. I'm not like that. No. I support everybody and anybody. That doesn't mean that I agree with your narrative or all these things that you're talking about. I support your channel. I do. Let me see. Compliments of BB Kings. You guys remember BB Kings? I love BB Kings. All these guys, you know, when they go to BB Kings, and you ordered the ultimate iced tea, you pay extra $2 and you get to keep the glass. So I bought a few of these glasses from BB King's with my ultimate iced tea. Compliments to BB King's, folks. You remember those days, guys? You get your ultimate Long Island iced tea at BB King's, and you get to keep the glass. So when you go into your cabinet, you see these glasses. You're like, oh, I've used this in a long time. So yeah, I'm here using my BB King glass tonight, folks. How is everyone in the chat room? Mix and mingle, enjoy yourself, So yes, it's water in my BB King glass tonight. And also I have here a little something, something, so let's do it, man. Let's go in tonight, folks. Let's get everybody on the screen to moderate and say what they have to say, Yeah, let's get everybody on the screen to moderate. Everybody's a moderator. Health is my passion. How are you? Glad to have you here. Health is my passion is in the house. Glad to have I kind of lost. Yes, folks, I'm glad to have you guys here. I just lost my visual for a little bit, but thank you to stick around and be here. So yes, folks, it's a lot going on tonight. So people out there who work hard for their YouTube channels, be careful of your algorithm, how you disperse your algorithm, how you disperse against this algorithm, your content, Be careful of your content, especially if you're monetized. I am not trying to say that you should go in a necktie, but I'm just saying be careful of your content because look at Tommy Sotomayor. It's a big YouTuber. Tommy Sotomayor has been on YouTube since about 2012, and he's been canceled because of his reckless behavior. So that could happen to me. It could happen to you. It could happen to anybody with reckless behaviors and disrespectfulness of women of color and also people of different ethnicity and also people of different sex. You have to be careful when you're on these platforms. Sometimes you are going against a very thin grain. So choose your words carefully. Choose your battles wisely. Be more observant to your followers, your subscribers, your listeners. Be more observant of yourself, the message that you're bringing forth to these people. Because they're going to believe in what you're saying, so you have to stand for what you stand for. Because people of color, we don't get a second or third or fourth chance. So we have to represent to the fullest when we can, especially when you have a platform, to respect our women of color and also our men of color. We are not perfect. But guess what? So the other races, they're not perfect. They make the same mistakes we make, even worse. Doing even the worst things that we do, even worse. But at the same time, we have to learn to love each other, regardless of your race. Regardless of your race. We have to learn to love each other, work with each other, understand each other so we could build around each other. Because if you look at how the United States was built, right? When people came into the country and unite and build the United States, right? When people came through New York, Ellis Island, right? And build New York to where New York is today. People came from all over the world. England, even though they were here before. Ireland, Italy. Italy is a big part of what goes on in New York as far as the sculpture. Yeah, Italy. Yeah, is a big part of New York on the sculpture and also the skyline. Italy, because they're very creative. The Italians. You know, I have some great friends that are Italians, folks. And my Italian friends, I tell you, they are true to me, my Italian friends, because I grew up in New York and also New Jersey. I grew up in Brooklyn and also I grew up in New Jersey, which is right across the bridge from Manhattan. Hit the Cash App, folks, when you come into the chat room. Don't be afraid to hit the Cash App, $ Raymond Nugent. I appreciate you. Or if you want to become a member, or also if you want to become just somebody who give me what do you call it? I don't even know because I don't do a lot of that much. I don't even know. But anyway, yeah, hit the Cash App if you don't mind. Certain things, you know, it's not everything I could remember off, you know, the tip of my brain. But super chat, that's what I'm trying to remember. Hit the super chat if you can. I'll appreciate you. But even if you can't even if you can't hit it, I still appreciate you. You know. So yes, folks. So Ellis Island was a place where people come in from different countries and congregate and say, you know what, we're going to work together, build this country. Well, build this corporation. Let me not say country because America is a corporation, not a country. So let me rephrase that. If America is a corporation, folks, not a country. That's why you see things go on the way it goes on. America is a corporation, not a country. Okay? America is business. That's what America is. Business 101. You know what I mean? Corporation, not a country. You know? So yes. So that's how the English allowed us. And I see a lot of people now, getting off the live when I say that because they disagree. But I understand you folks. You know, you have to disagree to agree. You have to agree to disagree. I do understand you. But do your research and then come back to this channel. You see what I'm saying? Do your research, then come back to the channel. America is a corporation, not a country. Not a country. In 1776, when the British give you the holiday of the 4th of July, which is pagan, that's when capitalism came in. And that's when they show you that this country is a corporation, not a country. This place is a corporation, not a country. So the British, that's how they subside this country as a corporation, business. So that's why you see America do everything business-wise, and that's why you see we are such a giant in this world, because we are the master of business. We are the master of business. So why should we have other countries out there moving ahead of us when we are the master of business? That's absurd. I see people in China, people in India, people in also other countries, Singapore, who are advancing, who are becoming more capitalist, or becoming more innovators than us. We were the number one. We were the number one. America was the number one in innovation. America was the number one. So what happened to us? Where did we fall short? We need to pick up the pieces, like Obama said in his first election, and move on, folks. I don't care about color, creed, race. I'm talking about America. We were the big innovators. Now we have India, China. Now we have Russia looking at us. You know, North Korea, Japan. Folks, pay attention to Japan. Okay, Guam, because you know what? China is going to try to take over Guam next. After this war finish, whenever it's finished with the Ukraine, then you're going to see China and Guam going at it, because China is going to try to reclaim Guam the same way you see Russia trying to reclaim the Ukraine, trying to bring back the Soviet Union. China is going to try to bring back the same strength to their regime and their what they believe in. That's why you see China now is investing in places like Jamaica. Because if you go to Jamaica right now, China build the highways, the byways. China get the prime properties in Jamaica. So obviously, my country of Jamaica sold out to the Chinese. I am not proud of saying that, but it's the truth. My own country of Jamaica sold out to the Chinese country. So now China is in Jamaica full scale. You have India in Jamaica full scale. You have Russia in Jamaica full scale. So Jamaica has become one of these countries, like one of these islands, like the Cayman Islands, where everybody and anybody is going there to clean their money. So Jamaica becomes a big money laundering scheme country, island, I should say. Because look, for example, look at Mexico. What the hell Mexico have owning all these hotels in Jamaica? But Mexico owns a lot of hotels in Jamaica. A lot of hotels in Jamaica. Mexico, the Mexican drug lords own a lot of hotels in Jamaica that I've stayed in. I've stayed in those hotels myself. Drug lords. This kid is 21 years old. His father bought him the Moon Palace in Ocho Rios for his birthday gift. The Moon Palace, a fucking hotel that was going on since I was a baby. His father, as a drug lord, bought him that for his birthday. And they renovated and running it the way they are. Okay? All these things, man, I see around this world, and I don't see people of color doing anything of this nature. And I know a lot of people of color out there making a lot of money that could do better as far as investing in their community, investing in themselves, their family, and what they believe in. So when I went to Ocho Rios, and I saw that it was all inclusive, it was very nice. The invitation was very nice. But then when I looked, it was nothing but Mexican workers working in a Jamaican hotel. Can you imagine? You go to a Jamaican hotel and it's just nothing but Mexican workers. I don't mind. It's okay. But what happened to the natives that lives there? What happened to the natives that depends on these hotels to pay their bills, go food shopping, you know, stuff like that? What happened to the natives? Health is my passion. I know you're talking up there, but right now I'm ranting, so I really can't go, you know, I can't answer you right now. But I thank you for being in the chat room. You know, what happened to the native Jamaicans that just want to have a 9 to 5 and pay their bills, you know, and have a real family life? You have all these import bodies that comes into your country to work in the infrastructure that's in your country. So you have no benefit from what's going on in your country. That's absurd. That is absurd. I'm sorry, but it's absurd. So that's what I see, especially with the Chinese government going around the Caribbean islands playing hopscotch in these Caribbean countries. And folks, I am going to give you the bottom line to the old madness of what's going on. Everybody and anybody right now is looking a close launching path to the USA, where they could have their launching missiles steering at the USA. And that's what you're seeing. Because remember, Cuba, when Russia tried that, they shut it down. The Kennedys shut it down. They made sure that Cuba defused their two nuclear weapons they had that they got from Russia. So now China is trying to be a little, China is trying to wiggle their way in because they have a lot of money, manpower. So that's what they're using to dominate these small islands out there in the Caribbean. So beware of China in the Caribbean because they are dominating, and they're dominating for the wrong reasons. Okay? China have an agenda, what they're doing in the Caribbean islands. China could come to the Caribbean islands with a whole container of knockoff stuff, Gucci, this, that, whatever, and they don't get penalized. I don't see the feds, I don't see the Jamaican government, I don't see nobody running down on them, penalizing them for the knockoff. But they could do that in Jamaica and get away with it. And they also do it in other countries and get away with it. But you have to ask the question, why? The embargo that the country signed with China, the truth that they signed with China, the embargoes that they signed with China. So they can't go after them because they signed certain truth and also certain embargoes. So they can't go after them because they're indebted to these countries. They're indebted to China. So how dare you say something to me when I'm trying to bring my canopy shit to your country? How dare you fucking open your fucking mouth? How dare you? That's what China is doing. And if we don't pay close attention, Russia is going to do the same fucking thing. Because Russia, they have what the world needs. Okay? Oil. They take the wheat from fucking the Ukraine. Also Russia. And they also could sell to the Caribbean, the Middle East, and could survive with their nonsense, what they're doing. I don't condone nothing what Russia is doing. I don't. Don't get me misconstrued. I don't. But they could survive the sanctions for now. That's what I'm saying. Because they have places like India, they have places like China, they have places like Singapore, they have places like Malaysia, they have places like England that they could sell their product to. So they could weather the storm of this sanction for a while. So even if you seize a big yacht from the oligarch in Russia that worth over 600 million, the oligarchs are billionaires. The oligarchs are billionaires. The oligarchs are billionaires. The oligarchs are billionaires. That don't mean nothing to them. Nothing. It's just to us, we see the astronomical figure and we're saying, whoa, holy shit. But that doesn't mean nothing to the oligarchs. They already know the risk, the rewards, and with them and Putin, they already put their plan together. That's all. That's why I am glad that the Ukraine are standing still and holding them at bay with their rhetoric and their BS. You know, because how dare you come into my country and trying to dictate to me? How dare you, folks? It's like Canada coming to the United States and starting to dictate to the United States how we should operate. How dare you? We already have our quality of life, our way of living. So how dare you just try to come in and change all of that? I have to go through millions of people just to make that adjustment. How dare you? People have been living this for so long. How dare you? So that's what I'm saying, folks. On these platforms, you have to be mindful of what you spit when it comes on to content. So Mr. Tommy Sotomayor, instead of playing Kwame Brown content so much when he's live streaming, I know you're very intelligent. I know you are a man with a lot of content. Just do your own thing and forget about Kwame Brown and Mrs. Skinny and the others, and just run your channel. People will learn from you and respect you and understand you for the person you are when you stand up for yourself as a man and not try to tear somebody else's down just so you could come up. People respect you more for that. I'm telling you, people respect you more for that. Because me on this internet, yes, I am monetized. I work hard for my channel to be monetized. And I am not trying to do nothing demonic to get my channel down. I am not trying to do nothing to get nothing other than ordinary to get my channel down just because I want to get views. No. In time, what I'm supposed to get, I will get as far as um, earnings from this in time. So I am not going to tear somebody else's down to get my earnings. No, I am not going to tear them. No, I can't do that. I couldn't sleep at night to do stuff like that. So when I see Tommy Sotomayor and Kwame Brown going at it, and then when Kwame goes live, Tommy Sotomayor playing Kwame's live, and he's just dissecting it. And when you're doing live, folks, it doesn't mean that you use the right terminology all the time. Sometimes you could make some mistakes. You're doing a live, you're live. You're talking to the audience, So sometimes you say certain things that might not be accurate. But let me tell you something. When you come in front of these cameras, it's best for you to fact check what you're saying so it's accurate. Okay. And Tommy liked to fact check Kwame, which is okay. Tommy's a person that I learned from a lot. Tommy is very intelligent. Tommy is very, very smart. And Tommy will be here again, just like his new channel that just launched. And, it'll be on the rise again. He already have over 2,300 subscribers on his new channel. So you will see Tommy pretty soon. I love Tommy Sotomayor. He's very entertaining. I look at the battle with him and Kwame, but then I said it went too far. I said my 2 cents. I said, Tommy, hey, this is going too far. I said, Kwame, hey, this is going too far. I said, hey, this is Skinny, this is going too far. I told him. Because I said, brothers, if you want to spread your message, you could do it in a different way. I understand you're mustering and you're doing what you're doing. But at the same time, when you bring your family involved in certain things, it's going too far. And I spoke about these things on these guys' lives. I expressed myself, let them know how I feel. Because, folks, let me tell you something. Chronic Pain in a Demon, I don't need nobody on my channel to run like a 1 hour or a 2 hour segment. I could speak enough for myself. I know how to run a channel as far as my audience and stuff like that. I have the materials to run my channel. That's why I said Chronic Pain in a Demon, because I feel it, I live it every day. So I could bring it forth to all the people that live in chronic pain. I understand you, and you and I could talk about what you've been through. I could talk to you about what I've been through, and we could relate and understand each other. Because chronic pain, everybody and anybody have somebody in your family going through chronic pain. And that's my platform. That's what I stand for. But yes, sometimes I'm going to do what's going on in the media, current stuff. Of course, I want to keep my channel up to date and spicy to my subscribers. So I'm gonna do all the immediate stuff that's going on, current news, just to keep my audience in tune. But at the same time, I am mindful of what I bring forth to my audience. So Tommy, you need to be mindful of what you bring forth to your audience. A lot of people laugh, yes, but when your channel get suspended, Tommy, or taken off YouTube, you're the only one feeling the pain. Because already, since yesterday, you could have already made about $4,000 or $5,000. So it hurts your pocket. It hurts your pocket. So be mindful of what you say, how you address people. Be more respectful to people, not because they're black or white, but be more respectful. That will get you across certain humps. Be more respectful. Because bad enough, people of color have been through so much shit within the slavery trade and all that type of shit. And I'm not trying to go through that. But to see a black man just degrading young black women so much, and he also have a black daughter, that's misunderstanding to me. Like, yo, that's the misunderstanding to me. Like, what are you saying? What are you doing? You have a daughter. You want me to call your daughter the B word? You want somebody else to call your daughter the B word? That is crazy. I have a daughter myself. Me. I don't want nobody to call my daughter certain words. Because she's respectful, went to college, did her thing, and now she's a school teacher. Respectfully. So whatever you and Miss Regina King have, I watched that video, and it wasn't a pretty video to watch, but I watched the video, and if that's the video that got you taken off the internet, then oh my God, I could understand. Because Tommy, you were going in on this lady. Folks, like and share the screen. Give me a cash app, Raymond, $ Raymond Nugent, cash app. Also, my brand, I have my online store. Just type in The Wounded Lion. You'll see all my merchandise. This is one of my shirts that I'm wearing. So yeah, type in my merchandise. You'll see just type in The Wounded Lion, folks, and you'll see my merchandise. So yes, Tommy. So get back to you. So you are an entrepreneur on this YouTube platform because one of the things you expressed to us that you are very knowledgeable in the technical department. So you work for IBM, so you know about technology. So you know how to make your pages and do things. So you have that up and people, and you do make some good pages. I can't lie, and you are very entertaining. But my advice to you for Tommy, just take it down a notch, bro. I like your entertainment. I respect your channel. I do respect your channel. I listen to you a lot. Now we have this new channel coming up, on the new Tommy Sotomayor. That's his new channel. The new Tommy Sotomayor. That's his new channel. And so far, he have 2,033 subscribers. So he's moving very fast because he's over the limit to get monetized. You just need to put in the 4,000 hours. So pretty soon Tommy will be monetized and back up on YouTube again. But Tommy, you need to learn your lessons, man, because hey, for a businessman, how are you going to keep losing business and building business? That's not a good thing for you. And also for the people that invest in you, if they invest in you. So Tommy, you need to learn your lessons, bro. And just, know what battle to pick and know how far to go when you're throwing your punches. Protect your channel, bro. It's just like when anybody go into the boxing ring, what does the referee said to you? Protect yourself at all times. So protect your channel, bro. I respect you and I respect your channel. I respect, what you stand for. I don't agree with everything, but I respect and I understand, and I also learn from you. I am very proud to say I learned from you. Okay, myself, I'm very proud. I don't care about other YouTubers. I learn from you. You know, so protect your channel, bro, and guard it with your life because you have your listeners, your subscribers, people that believes in you, people that rides with you. I know, yes, sometimes you're gonna get out of pack, but you have to know when to pack it in and say, you know what, I have people that rely on me, that rise with me, so let me do what's right. Because Tommy, this is your 11th or 12th time you losing the channel. This is not the first time. This is your 11th time or 12th time. So I can't say nothing enough for you to get it in your head to say, hey, I have to be careful with the algorithm. I really can't say it in myself because I just came on YouTube since COVID. You guys have been on YouTube forever. So I really can't say within myself. I am in no position to criticize nobody. I just came here. I came here with what I'm going through, chronic pain, and I try to get across to people. And hopefully I find some people who are going through chronic pain who understand and relate. And also I could save some lives with people who are going through chronic pain because chronic pain is a hell of a thing. In the NFL, a lot of people lost their lives through chronic pain because of the brutal part of the game, and then when they retire, they live with chronic pain, and then next thing you know, quite a few of them end up committing suicide, and that's why my channel is trying to bring forth chronic pain to the world and to other channels as people of color, just to enlighten us to say, hey, we don't need to end our lives. There's a better way. We could talk about it. We could work through it. We could understand what we're going through, and fight through all the adversities. And become better people in society. And that's just pretty much what I'm about. My channel because I lived it, I understand it, and it just made me a better person to see myself out there advocating for people who are going through chronic pain. Because I didn't think at a younger age I could see myself doing stuff like this. I really didn't think so. But to become an advocate, bro, guys, sometimes it's not something that you brainstorm about or think about. Sometimes it's just something that's just come up on you, which you have no choice but just become an advocate to that circumstances. And that's just pretty much what I did. And I took on this broad umbrella, and I am going to keep going with this umbrella until people in this country are at ease with their chronic pain. That's my dream. That's my goal. Because in this country alone, we have over more than 5 million people living with chronic pain on a daily basis, while we have the research to fix the issue. That's the fucked up part about it. We have the research. That's the fucked up part about it. But because they privatize the stem cell research, and then you go to a private doctor, you have to pay X amount of dollars just to get the treatment so you can find some ease to your problem. The government didn't put a cap on it. So all these companies know that research the stem cell. You guys remember Christopher Reeve when he went lobbying for the stem cell research in Washington with Mr. George Bush? He passed it, but then George Bush went out of power. Mr. Obama came in. He tried to revive it, but people shut it down. And now they have it privatized because they know better. It's called orchestration. Hit the cash app, folks. Please hit the Cash App, or also give me a super chat if you can. I appreciate you all. So that's pretty much what it is, though. All these things are privatized. So the one percenters make their money off the top. And you and I just keep paying. Whew. Chronic pain, right? The inner demon. Keep paying. Chronic pain, the inner demon. It's very sad, folks. You know what's sad? If something happens to my child and I go to the hospital, and then they're going to tell me, you ain't got no benefits. And I've been working so hard all my life. Or they said to me that you don't have the full benefits to cover your daughter's care or your son's care. And I've been working all my life in this company, and I'm fully vested in this company as far as the benefits is concerned and everything. And then when you go to the hospital, they tell you got to come with X, Y, Z dollars to cover the bill before they could see the patient. That's absurd. That is absurd. That's crazy. So, Mr. Skinny, I hope you learn from this. Gravity Takeout, Gravity Takeout said, I hope you learn from this, Mr. Skinny. The friends you choose, and also the decisions that you make. Coming on YouTube. I like Mr. Skinny. He's okay. You know, he's all right. For different reasons, I like him. I like all these guys on YouTube. Kwame Brown. I love Kwame Brown. I like Tommy, but Tommy, your mouth is just too much. You need to calm down, Tommy. That mouth of yours, yeah. I like you, but I don't like your mouth. Tommy, you said your father is from Panama, so you have some type of Caribbean upbringing, Tommy. I didn't see your Caribbean upbringing on your show. I see your mannerism sometimes, but the impatientness just override your mannerism. So I didn't see that part of the Caribbean that you spoke about from the Panamanian side of your father. Maybe that's why you said you are a woman in a man's body. I don't know. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what I don't know what that is. But you made that statement, and I hope you could back it up. Sounds like to me you're stressed out. That's very deep, folks. Very deep. When a man gonna come to you and said he's a woman trapped in a man's body. Now, how are you gonna calculate that? That is very hard to calculate. Allegedly, Tommy spoke about this lady, NJ, before his channel was canceled. This lady, NJ, allegedly, Tommy spoke about her. And from what she's saying, that she got him canceled. I don't know who NJ is, but she is circulating around the YouTube media. And she said that because Tommy mentioned her name in his last videos with Kwame Brown and Mrs. King, she got him canceled. I don't know. But NJ She called Tommy a jigaboo. You guys could go on her channel and see more. Not that I'm trying to advertise people's channel. But NJ calls Tommy a jigaboo. Whatever she means on that, I don't know. She had the experience with Tommy. She knows what she means. Gravity Takeout. You've spoken this passionately with no disrespect. I like the way you handle it. And also other YouTubers handle it well. We didn't really see no celebrations from certain YouTubers. We just see people speak their truth, their knowledge. So Tommy, I hope you learn from all of this, because in spite of all the shit that you do, people of color still confide in you. You find that ironic, don't you? I'm sure you do. They still give you your support. Your show is very entertaining for the most part. And then the other part of it is very degrading. So if you can, just take out the degrading part of your show and just entertain your crowd. I think you'll be a better YouTuber, and people will respect you more. You don't have to call people the N-word, because I don't see you use that word when you talk to Caucasians or other people, of different color or different race. But you're always okay to use the N-word, but you're never okay to use other derogatory words against other females from different ethnicity. And I don't understand why. But I don't need to understand. Bad enough you're disrespecting, your own. That's bad enough. But then you're kissing up to the other race. It says something. Are you cooning? Are you a coon? That's not like, I don't know. I'm just asking. Cafe of Knowledge. That's the lady's YouTube channel, Cafe of Knowledge. Cafe of Knowledge. She pretty much talk about Tommy today and how she got his channel down. I don't know if she did it or not, but she's taking credit for it. Cafe, CAFE of Knowledge. She's taking credit for Tommy's channel to be taken down, because she's saying that Tommy mentioned her name in a conversation on a live a few days ago without her consent. And she said that's why she had Tommy's station taken down, Tommy's platform taken down. So yes, folks, Coffee of Knowledge, CAFE of Knowledge, Coffee of Knowledge. She have a channel on YouTube as well. Not many subscribers. I was surprised when I see the subscribing amount, but I'll leave that at that. But she said she had Tommy's YouTube station taken down because of the derogatory comments that were made by Tommy, and also the profits that Tommy made off mentioning her name. That's all alleged to me, folks. I don't know. That's what she said. Tommy's a fighter. I never try to pick a fight with Tommy Sotomayor. I listen to him. I state my opinion as a YouTuber, but I never try to pick a fight with this man because I know he will go to the extreme. For a man to lose 11 channels, you know that he'll go to the extreme to destroy you. He sacrificed over 11 channels. This is the 12th one. So 12 channels down. He sacrificed to destroy people. So, is Tommy an investor in the YouTube program, or he's a destroyer in the YouTube program? What do you say? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Is Tommy a YouTube program promoter, or is Tommy Sotomayor a YouTube program destroyer? Because when you join the YouTube program, there is always rules and regulations that you have to follow, guidelines that you have to follow, respect others and their privacy. So you can't just keep going out there and just go out there and Google and find people's privacy and just try to expose it on the internet, because it's going to backfire on you eventually. Guys, if you go back to my last live before Tommy was suspended, I said to you folks, people need to be careful of their YouTube channel. Before Tommy was suspended, I did that and I said that. I said people are being very reckless with their channels and they need to be careful. And so said, so done. The next morning I wake up, Tommy's channel was off the screen. I didn't know nothing about that. I was just like looking at these guys and analyzing and see the way they operate. And I say, you know what? This might not be good for the algorithm, because you know you're streaming somebody else's content, and then you're making fun of it. So I don't think it makes good algorithm. Yes, it's good for a punch joke here and there. You know, I laugh at it here and there, but for like 6-7 hours streaming the same thing, after a while, people are going to be like, wait a minute, where's your content? What's your about? What's your platform about? And that's why you see Tommy wound up in such a big quagmire. You have to explain what your platform is all about. My platform is about chronic pain. Kwame's about busted life. NBA. Charleston White is about reforming the prison system, the youth. What's your platform? What's your platform? You have to have a platform, man. You know, I see a lot of people jumping on and off the live, but I really don't care, because I really don't. Because I don't look at these lives for my bread and butter, and that's the good thing. I'm a YouTuber. I came on YouTube. I just want to, show my and kick my, 2 cents or whatever. But YouTube is not my bread and butter. I earn my own money differently from YouTube. I'm just here, just try to kick my jewels on YouTube. But hey, I don't get paid from YouTube. I've never got paid from YouTube. Not a dollar. I don't monetize. Not $1. I don't monetize. So I'm not just doing this for the views and this and that. No, I am doing this because I want to see a change in my community. And it starts with me. And I started myself by not interjecting in some bullshit. By just being a real person, a stand-up person, a stand-up citizen. You don't need to commit crime to say, hey, I'm this, I'm that. So I think that plays a big role in the American society, being a stand-up citizen. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, just being a stand-up citizen. Obey the law, respect your corporation, and just keep it moving. It's not that simple. It's not that hard. Guys, when I got pulled over a couple of times. It's been a year since I got pulled over. When I got pulled over, I am so funny with the police officers. They laugh. I'm like, sir, I am sorry. You know, I know I was speeding, but I'm very sorry. I apologize to these guys. I show them respect because they're doing a job just like you and I. Just like when you see people bouncing around YouTube on my live or in other people's live, just going in, saying what they have to say, and they bounce to another YouTube channel. You know, yeah, because they're trying to find what they stand for. They're trying to find their organic roots. You know what they believe in. They're trying to find somebody that they could tag along to. They're trying to find a tattletale that they could hang on to. You know, so that's why they bounce around. And some people, because you have to understand, folks. Star says it best from the store in Buckwild. You have to be a very objective listener. Okay, I've been listening to Star since I was probably about like 25. Listening to Star from the Star and Buckwild show. Now he's in Georgia doing his own YouTube podcast, you know, for quite a while. I've been listening to Star for a while, and a lot of things Star taught me in my life, you know, to orchestrate myself to be better at this microphone when I'm trying to spit these jewels to my people. You know, I don't get misconstrued. You know, I don't get that type of chip on my shoulder. I just stay organic, peacefully, and let people know how I feel, my opinion, and they also can respond. You know, so I shouldn't get mad at their response. It's just their opinion on how they feel. I should gravitate to that and learn from that. You know, because every criticism to me is good, because that's what I learned from criticism. I don't let criticism get me wired where I have to think about, you know, irrational stuff. I don't. When I was younger, yes, but I'm a man at a certain age right now, so I can't let that allow me to think a certain way because I have kids, I have grandkids to live for. So I have to be very mindful of my life, my decisions that I make in my life, because I don't want none of that nonsense to rub off on my grandkids or my kids. You know, so we have to be very mindful and careful of the decision that we make as human beings. So yes, folks, let's get back to what I'm trying to say. I am not happy with Mr. Tommy Sotomayor channel being down. I listened to Tommy. I listened to his show. I watch his show. But for the past few months, Tommy's show is all about Kwame Brown. And then lately, for the past few days, he bring in Mrs. King in his show, and you see what happens, you know. So Tommy, man, you have to live and learn. You have a talent. You have a craft. Protect your craft, Tom. Protect your craft, Tommy, because that's your bread and butter. That's what pays your mortgage, pays your car note, your car insurance, so you can live the life you live in that big house in Georgia and talk the shit that you talk. Because be real, Tommy, these cash apps bring you over $1,000 a day, maybe $1,500 a day. So these people are actually paying your bills to live. So the least you could do is bring them some decency and bring them good content. Bring them good content so they can learn from, understand from, and build from, because they're giving you their money. You know, so bring them good content so you could take them throughout the day or throughout their lives that could make them a better person in the society, instead of this hate against each other. F black woman, F this, F that. If every black man should listen to you and think the way you think, then where would a black woman be today? In the dumpster. Is that where you want us to put a black woman today, Tommy? In the dumpster? Your mother, she birthed you. Is that where you want to put your mother today, Tommy? In the dumpster? That's why I said you have to be mindful of what you say, how you go about saying things, because you're a person of color as well. I see they use names like Crispy and all those type of names on the internet and call you. I won't use those derogatory names. I'm going to call you by your real name because I am not going that low. I am not going to that level. Man to man, because I'm older than you. So I'm talking to you, Tommy Sotomayor. Why ruin what you built, work so hard for, by disrespecting women of color? Why ruin what you built, work so hard for, since 2012? That's your bread and butter. Why destroy what you worked so hard to build? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Not to me anyway. I'm baffled by it. I am baffled by it. So I'm not in no form of way to cherish or rejoice or be happy. No, because I learned from you. You're a pioneer on YouTube. You have content that you need to like put out, but you get caught up in this quagmire with Kwame Brown. I like Kwame Brown too, but maybe you guys should have gelled together and form a union, just like Kwame and Charleston is forming right now. Maybe that should have been the reason. But Tommy, I know you said you're pissed off because Kwame didn't take the interview that he was supposed to take with you. He was busy, and you feel like Kwame pushed you off, and all of that nonsense. But listen, folks, I understand. You're bitter about certain things, but you say and you get it off your chest, and you leave it at that. But if you're going to try to capitalize off that for like a month or two or three, then it becomes a problem. It becomes a YouTube problem because YouTube don't go for all that nonsense where you're copyrighting, other people's stuff and making a living off it. Tommy, you should know better. You've been on YouTube longer than most of us. So why make these dubious mistakes when you know better? Tommy, I'm learning from you, not the hate, but the positive. Why make these dubious mistakes? Why? You know better. You should know better, Tom. You know better, man. Why make these dubious mistakes? Why fall into these traps? And you know better, Tommy. You know better. Why fall into these traps? You know better. I learned from you, a lot from you. How to speak on YouTube, get my point across on YouTube, Tommy. I learned from you. So why are you going to throw it all away, man? Just for one person. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense, Tom. Get back on your grind. Get back on your grind and change your way of thinking, man. Forget about this person. Forget about Kwame Brown or whatever. There's other people in this world that you could talk about and move your channel. You're always talking about sports, and you do a very good sports talk. You're also a good singer. You're very talented, man. You're a very talented young black man, Tommy. So you need to see all the potentials you have and stop belittling yourself, because all you're doing is diminishing your self-worth, what you're worth, Tommy. You're diminishing what you're worth. You got to stop that, bro. Seriously. Because people out here are learning from you, and I'm older than you, and I watch your channel and I learn certain things from you. I pick and choose from your channel. Hey, folks, hit the Cash App, man, because I'm spitting a lot of jewels right now. Hit the Cash App, make me happy. Hit the Cash App, thumbs up, you know what I mean? Or super chat, whichever one makes me happy. So yes, Tommy, man. I learned from you. I know you crossed a lot of bridges where, people get upset You push the envelope. I watch you. But at the same time, Tommy, for a person who has been shut down for 11 channels, I was saying to myself, at least you know how to navigate around YouTube. You know, at least how to navigate around YouTube. I was saying that much. Tommy is a tech guy. You know, he worked for IBM, so he know how to navigate around YouTube. And Tommy, you get caught up in their rapture. In the rapture. Like, what the fuck, man? How you let that happen to you, bro? You don't think before you talk. That's the problem. You just run your goddamn mouth the way you see it and the way you see fit. I'm just going to tell the truth, Tommy, because, you know, I like your channel and I subscribe to you. But, Tommy, sometimes you need to listen to other people and weigh their opinion instead of just like trying to down talk other people. That will make you a better entertainer, you know? And all the people who are just coming in and out, I don't understand you're Tommy's fans and you don't like to hear the truth, but I'm telling the truth. Tom, you could be great at what you do, Tommy. You just have to know how to disperse your message. People will gravitate to you, listen to you. You don't have to tear no one down for people to listen to you. You don't need to tear no other colors, nobody. People gravitate to you because you're a good speaker. You know how to speak. You're very educated. People gravitate to you, bro. So you can make a big change in lives in this world, in this country. Use what you have to the best of your ability, Tommy. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Don't just go on these YouTube channels and say, hey, I could make $1,500 a day talking shit about Kwame Brown. No, that's not content, Tommy. That's copyright infringement. That's what that is. Copyright infringement. Okay? And eventually, they get caught up to you. And surprisingly, let me tell you something. A lot of people are jumping off right now, but I hope you guys are still listening. If Tommy have to pay back all that money that he made from off Kwame Brown with the copyright infringements, then you will hear about it. All that money he made from YouTube with the copyright infringements, if you have to pay that back, then you'll see something. Because YouTube ain't joking right now. YouTube is scouring, they're scouring their channels. YouTube is scouring what they have and making sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do. Okay? You have a lot of people of color here that means well to the community, to people of color, people that have been through stuff, trying to share what they've been through and try to build a platform. And let's try to build it, because the more platform that we people of color build, the more we'll be heard in the world as far as what's going on within our community, our life, our living, and how we're being treated. So you have a platform that could spread a message around this world, and you took that platform for granted by talking about ladies in the most derogatory way. Ladies and gentlemen, I call this self-inflicted wounds. And people of color, we're doing this self-inflicted wound saga for a very long time. And it's about time we take responsibility for what we cause upon ourselves and also our families. Because once you take responsibility, you're going to make a change. You're going to make a difference within yourself, within your family. So you're going to try to stop these self-inflicted wounds and make yourself a better man with a better understanding. My name is Raymond Nugent. Like and share the stream, aka Chronic Pain in the Demon. Gravity Takeout took one of my saying, and if you guys don't believe me, I mean, I like Gravity Takeout. I like him, you know. But if you guys don't believe me, check out my merchandise. On my merchandise, which is the Wounded Lion, the Wounded Lion, Chronic Pain Inner Demon. On my shirts, over a year ago, each one teach one, all these type of phrase on my stuff. Now I see Gravity Takeout doing it. I don't mind. Spread the word, my brother. I don't mind. That don't bother me one bit. I love your message as well, Gravity Takeout. But folks, and that's just all I am, naturally. Each one teach one. Don't forget the cash up, folks. Hit me up. Don't forget the super chat as well. Hit me up. My name is Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain, the Inner Demon. Like and share. Bless. Have a great day. Before I go, I always say, who feels it knows it. Peace.